here's what I mean by this. The trains are in it about maybe 70% of the time, and Thomas is in there like 25-30% of the time. Because it's focusing more on the people than the trains. If it was called like the World of Thomas or something like that, or the World of Shining Time Station featuring Thomas, that would have made more sense. But you know, it was one of those things where, see, that's why like when Office Space is based off of I'm trying to remember the name of the comics that Mike Judge has made. I think it's Mike Judge that made the comics as well. But he helped make the movie. But like, I think what it was what was I gonna say? Like, the movie is based off a certain comic book series, or newspaper comic series, based on a character, but it was called Office Space because the character is there, but he's not like the main focus. He just has scenes where he's on focus, but they call it Office Space because that makes more sense because it has to do with people in the office and stuff rather than what's his name that's the main character of the newspaper comics.
Let's go, Sarge. We've got orders to neutralize.
Why they did that, it's a little mysterious, but you know, at least they gave it a more fitting name. But like, you know what, the Ratchet Clank movie is kind of guilty of what it, you know, was supposed to set out to do. The Ratchet Clank movie hardly had Ratchet Clank. Well, they were there about 50% of the time. It was more like the Galactic Rangers movie featuring Ratchet Clank and Captain Quark. It was essentially what it was. That was some of the negatives I have about the movie, you know, some of my negative thoughts about it. I don't think it quite deserves the critical failure it got. I can understand why it didn't get the box office success. Or I understand why I failed at the box office because, you know, unless you're a Ratchet Clank fan or a fan of PlayStation or something, you're probably not going to know what Ratchet Clank even is because they don't hardly have any commercials for them anymore. So how would they know about that stuff? I mean, yeah, they had commercials for the movie and the game, somewhat of the game too. Of course, they kind of advertise the game as more of a, hey, you can get the game that this movie's based, or that's based on the movie, that's based on the game.
Objective secure. We have captured the bridge.
Which I will be playing the reboot sometime, but you know, I mentioned already when I will.
Sarge, somebody needs to get behind those droids and take them out. To attack the enemy base and wipe these slime suckers off the planet! No way, man! We're not going near that base until somebody puts those turrets out of commission!
And of course, you know the somebody is always Ratchet Clank.
Roger that!
This is actually a very long mission, and I used to have such a hard time on it. Like, it used to take me forever.
Enemy sources!
Now, this point in time, I'm just like, you know, it's simple enough. I know what to do, I know how to use these weapons, I know when to use these weapons, blah blah blah. So, not a big deal here. So, you get a trophy. Let's see. You get a trophy in the first game for altogether getting 1,000,000 bolts. In the second game, I think it's 2,000,000 bolts, which is actually a lot easier than getting 1,000,000 bolts in the first game, unless you just keep your PS3 on or the whole time while the you know. And then This game, I think it's 10 million volts. As far back as I can remember, it's something like that. It's because it takes a long time to get a million, and
Blackwater City is big and secure.
oh yeah, there's my gravity boots.
That was a close one, Sarge. Thanks for the backup. I tripped over these gravity boots while I was running from the Tyrannoids. I believe they're your size.
So yeah, we got the gravity boots. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, I thought I heard something out there. Let's see. Meet Courtney Gears. But yeah, getting a million in the first game is really hard. It takes a long time. The second one, it still takes a while, but it's not quite as long. And this one, especially after you beat the game once, it can take like such a short amount of time. So as you can imagine, getting the Rhino in this game, you know it's going to be over a million. If it's like a million in a million bolts in the first or the second Ratchet Clank, you know it's going to be over a million or around a million in this one, roughly. Unless I get the discount, unless the 10% discount ends up making it cheaper and I forgot about it. But yeah, getting 10 million takes a little bit in this one. If it is 10 million you're supposed to get, it does take a little bit, but not quite as long as getting a million in the first game. Now, I'm not sure where the whole you can get paid to get trophies thing happened with Sony, but I don't know if that's a thing, still gonna be a thing, or if that was just a complete lie. It sounds like a complete lie, but some like official websites have like talked about it, so. Now, obviously, if it is the case, it's one of those things where, you know, you have to buy the games, obviously, as you play the, you know, like, getting like 10, you only get so much for getting, like 10 platinum trophies. So it's really one of those things where you get like a little bit of money back. It's cool to get money just to play around with games, but you know what I mean.
Let's get ready to rampage!
Oh shoot. It's killing that thing really fast. But not fast enough, so I think let's try this.
We have a new champion! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for... Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for Ratchet and Clank! They'll take home a rare first edition Quart video comic! And here to present the grand prize, the incredible, incomparable, talented Courtney Gears!
It would have made more sense if they had introduced her like that earlier.
Play this right. She'll lead us right to Dr. Nefarious. Better let me do the talking. It is an honor for you to meet me. I mean, to meet you, Miss Gears. Hi. Hi.
My. You're even more gorgeous in person than you are on the Hollow, Agent Clank. I've got a few secrets of my own that might need your special investigation.
Yes, I will report your concerns to the proper authorities.
Oh, Agent Clank, you always know exactly what to say to a woman. You know, I'd do anything to play a part in one of your Hollow films.
That could be arranged, Miss Gears, if you are willing to provide information on the whereabouts of Dr. Nefarious.
Dr. Nefarious? You have been busy, haven't you? You just get me that part, and I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Excellent. Meet me at Hollow Star Studios.
It's probably, you know, there's probably a lot of, like, just hitting puberty teenagers playing this going, my boner's confused when I look at Courtney Gears. I think I might do some of these off screen. Just because. We're about to interact with some Agent Clank stuff. Hollow Star Studios. A whole planet for that. I'm assuming.
Jeeves, activate the cloaking device.
With pleasure, sir. Now you see us. Now you... Oh, crud.
Cut! That's it! You've disgraced my set for the last time, kid. Take up basket weaving. You're fired! Get me the monkey.
I'll see you at the trailer, Clank.
Agent Clank, meet your new sidekick. All right, forget the chase scene and go right to the grand finale. You did read the script I sent you. First, you narrowly survive a series of death-defying stunts, yada yada. You defeat the Terror of Talos, yada yada yada. Finally, you rescue the Baroness, played by the lovely Miss Courtney Gears.
Okay.
And action! All right, this is the part where you take out the henchman, then chase Maximilian out of the bar. Try to make it look real, all right? Action!
I guess having robot actors
You got
would...
the stuff, kid. Now get to Maximilian's office before he can make his escape.
I guess having robot actors would actually be pretty good. You know, you can kill them all they want, then you can just build them back.
Okay, Clank is hot on his tail. Maximilian tries to shake him off in rush hour traffic. All right, I love a good chase scene.
By the way, these are real winning
All right,
things.
you're doing great, kid. Now, avoid the lasers and meet up with the monkey in the casino parking lot.
I think there's another thing where you actually get another, you know, like another, like in the previous game, how you get to get a, if you get a certain thing, you get a skill point. Oh. I think. I don't know. I don't remember for sure. May not be. Nah, screw it. Ow.
One more time, people, like we rehearsed it. And action!
Boy, remember, aren't you excited to see this in a movie, ladies and gentlemen? Just someone just keep doing
now
this.
Get to Maximilian's office before he can make his escape. Okay, Clank is hot on his tail. Maximilian tries to shake him off in rush hour traffic. All right, I love a good chase scene. All right, you're doing great, kid. Now, avoid the lasers and meet up with the monkey in the casino parking lot.
Ah. What the heck?
Maximilian strikes back. Take 3. And action.
Gee, this would be a crappy movie, wouldn't it? Well, no actor. I'm pretty sure Clank's not one either.
Now get to Maximilian's office before he can make his escape. Okay, Clank is hot on his tail. Maximilian tries to shake him off in rush hour traffic. All right, I love a good chase scene. All right, you're doing great, kid. Now, avoid the lasers and meet up with the monkey in the casino parking lot. In this scene, scene, Agent Clank and the monkey must put aside their differences and work together to reach that ledge. Let's see some real emotion out there, okay?
With artificial things. The monkey's doing silly things.
The bridge is out. Think fast. How would Agent Clank get across?
The bridge is out. The bridge is out. On True Lies. It was a fantastic movie. It was a fantastic part in the movie. Alright, so let's get the other little guy here again. I forgot to turn off the destroy the laser. I do like how there was actually I like how there was a spin-off where he was playing he was Secret Agent Clank, but
Keep it up, Clank.
But it was supposed to be as if he actually is a secret agent sometimes.
I love it! Okay, this is it, people. The grand finale. Giant Clank versus the Terror of Talos. Don't screw this up, kid. Action!
Once again, they kind of changed how
That's what I'm talking about.
How Giant Clank works, because in this one, he can jump a little bit high, but it's not on the moon, so. In like the first one, he's extremely slow as a slag is going right now.
All right, you, the giant ninja.
You know, secret agent stuff. Secret Agent Clank, Secret Agent Clank. We're giving you nothing, taking away nothing. Or with Clank, it's they've given you a name and they've taken away your number. Kind of the other way around with him. Well, they didn't take away his number. Actually, they may not even be what the song is saying. I don't know. I've heard the song a few times before, it's just I don't remember the exact lyrics. Too many ninjas around. I can sort of relate to a secret agent type thing, but, you know, having ninjas and stealthy, but